Oh, goody.
Alright, what's up everybody? It is Zombies here again, and today I've got another team comp for you. So today we're rocking some Murlocs. I had quite a few people recommend checking out Murlocs to me after the recent buffs, and I've been trying Mutanus a lot actually in a bunch of different comps, but I wanted to do something a little bit more Murloc focused, so we're actually running a build with old Murk Eye here. He's definitely one of the better Murlocs in my opinion. He has a lot of potential. I really like with his Bubble Wand item, it gives his Finvasion a buff. So basically what it does is it gives Finvasion, when you attack, you also gain +5 attack and Divine Shield before you end up attacking. So that's really big because it kind of makes Murk Eye scale pretty quickly in the early game, and he's also protecting himself from damage. One kind of neat interaction I found with this is if you are killing Eudora's cannons with this, since you're not actually taking damage back from them most of the time, unless it gets buffed by like a Mukla banana or something like that. But most of the time you're not taking damage, so you actually get to keep that Divine Shield, so that can kind of save you from some future potential damage. So that's kind of good. The Felfin Navigator is also pretty good as well, because obviously we are running other Murlocs. We have Mutanus as our other opener, and then we have Cookie on the bench for those late game snipes, fish summons, and that additional health. The bleed can be relevant too. That definitely won us at least a game or two, at least in the games that I've played with it so far. But yeah, it's Felfin Navigator is good, just helps scaling. I mean, Murk Eye scales himself pretty well, but getting Mutanus scaled up there can be a pretty big threat, especially if they don't have a way to kind of slow him to negate his taunt for a turn. Giant Fin is probably the least used ability, but it's nice to have, just in case you need to get some damage off without actually taking any yourself. But it's probably the least used ability, because unfortunately you cannot target with your summons. So it's not super duper useful, whereas at least Felfin gives you kind of that nice scaling buff. Varden, he's just really good at keeping enemies slow. Our Murlocs here are a little bit on the slower side with Murk Eye and Mutanus. Mutanus' taunt is quick, but his regular attack ability is pretty slow, so getting the slow off on the opponents can be very helpful for making sure we can get our abilities in there on time. But yeah, Varden's just really good, seeing a lot of play right now, and for good reason. And Mutanus, I've really been liking the iridescent necklace on him. That basically makes it so his scaly taunt makes him take even less damage, and he also becomes immune to critical damage that turn. So that becomes really, really big. Like, I've faced, I think I faced 1 or 2 double protector openers. So 2 red units, and they just could not get through Mutanus. Samuro has a hard time getting through it. It's just, he's a really, really good wall, and the only way I've seen to really get around him is either you slowly whittle him down over time, or if you have a Vol'jin or a Brukan, if you get the slow off, so that way the following turn he's slowed, then that can kind of prevent him taunting for 1 turn. But other than that, he's just really good taunt, and he scales really nicely. One nice thing with starting with him and Murk Eye is when you are using Finvasion, you do get another attack from the Mutanus, so that can be pretty good, especially if you're going against like a double caster opening. Then in the back, we have our standard Karen, Diablo, and Cookie. Nothing super new there. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of these mercs still in the next week and a half leading up to the expansion, just because they provide a really, really solid and synergistic backbench. Cookie gets a little bit more mileage out of a comp like this because he is also a Murloc, so if Murk Eye survives, we can get a little bit more Murloc synergy going with him potentially. And definitely, one thing I want to mention is don't sleep on Cookie's bleed. I know Fish Feast and Go Fish are probably the abilities that are most used by him, especially with a backbench like this, focusing on Karen and Diablo, but Cookie's cooking is really, really good. Like, especially if you can kind of leverage it against a comp that you know they have no healing on their backbench. So once you kill maybe their one or two potential healers from the starting line, that bleed's going to be eating them up for the rest of the game. And it really does add up, and you do get a little bit of bonus healing on your Murlocs, so again, you do have a little bit of synergy there if you can get Cookie out while you have your other Murlocs available. But yeah, this comp's a lot of fun. I do think that there's a lot of potential for Murlocs. I'm not certain if this is 100% the best Murloc build or anything. I think it's going to take a lot of experimentation and whatnot to really refine it and figure that out. But the only way you can figure that out is by trying stuff, so this is what I'm trying today, and we'll see how it ends up going. We're going to get into some games here. Alright, we got ourselves a game. 3 greens, eh? That should be interesting. We're rocking our double green startup here. You're thinking about it. I wonder if it's beasts. That'd be kind of cool if it's beasts and they think we're also beasts because we have triple green. But spoiler alert, we are not beasts.
Put your faith in the light.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. I see you, opponent, with the Tyrion start. I like that. I like that a lot. I think there's more value in attacking rather than taunting early here, because the only attacker is Tyrion, and he really doesn't threaten that much. We really just want to get Jaina down. Yeah, this is quite good, because now she's killable by Varden. So we can do that. And we can go in for a big whack. I mean, it might even be right to go for the Felfin this turn. Yeah, he doesn't have a great way of punishing it. I think we're going to go for the Felfin. And the question is, do we want to taunt? If Tyrion goes for the Shrink, then he gets around our taunt, which kind of just bricks that move. So I think we just go for the attack. Because he can't kill Varden yet. Opponent's thinking. No one ever sees the Murlocs coming. Feels pretty good against a, yeah, so he did go for that. But it was slowed, so I guess I could have gotten that move off first. But again, I'm really not that worried. I think scaling on Murlocs here brings a bigger value. Yeah, that felt pretty good. So, what is the fastest we can kill Jaina here? We need to taunt this turn, I think. Well, actually, I mean, Tyrion's slow. Tyrion's dirt slow. And can they kill this together? Alright, so +6 damage. So that is 18. And yeah, so they have enough to kill Varden here. But they'd be going for a speed tie if they went for ice floats. Yeah, I think we're safe here. We could try and like be cheeky and risk it with the cold snap. I don't really think the risk is worth the reward there. I think we just want to play his turn pretty defensively. So block there. We're going to defend to protect. And then we're going to swing into Varden. I think we don't actually swing with this. I think we leave the Murloc be because we want a chance for Varden to freeze it. Oh! That is a play I was not expecting. Interesting.
Job's done.
Yeah, I forgot. I wasn't thinking about Tyrion buffing to save the Jaina. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, a little unfortunate we get the Murk Eye frozen there, because he is one of our better units, I would say. But we did take out his Varden, and Jaina should be on the way soon, now that her block is popped. So, he's not doing anything. Varden's probably going to die. I think we just have to go for the attack here. Because taunting really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, he does taunt, so that's unfortunate, but kind of not super duper surprising. Oof, the Tyrion death rattle there really screwing us. Like, super duper screwing us. It's like super unfortunate. I think we do just have to send in... I want to send in Diablo, but Karen's going to kind of mess us up. So maybe it's just Cookie. But then we can't snipe down the Jaina fast enough. Right? Because he doesn't have any range attacks. So it's just going to be Diablo. And we're going for the swing, and the taunt, and the fire stomp. So there's 2 greens in the back. I wonder, I'm guessing one is Diablo, but I wonder what the other is. I wonder if this is an Illidan comp. So we taunt up, he swings. Alright, we're smaller, but we still get damage in. We're still alive. We kill the Jaina. What do we send in now is the question. Probably Karen. Let's set up for our next turn. Or try to, at least. So I think we... Is there any point in going for the taunt here? It's gonna die anyway. But we'll go for the Apocalypse on... Damn, doing it on the Tyrion kind of feels pretty bad. So maybe we just go for... on the Diablo. See how that does? Because we want to delay that buff for as much time as we can. Tyrion's scary though. It's nice to see him. This is a cool comp. Interesting. Oh, he goes for the trade. Okay. Well, let's see what he has here. Our Diablo's bigger, and our Karen is bigger in terms of health. Theirs are bigger in terms of stats, so we're gonna see Alright, it is Illidan. Illidan's pretty scary, not gonna lie, after that Tyrion buff. I think we just go for our AoE combo here. And YOLO the fish and pray to RNGesus that we get a good fish. Yeah, this looks like a really fun comp though. I'm gonna have to try this one out. It's like a Frost Illidan but with Tyrion. And I am all about the Illidan comps. Alright, so we speed up. We get a fish. They slow us down. Honestly, I'm liking this position. I think we're fine. We go for the kill there. He has no way of healing. Diablo's gotta go. Or actually, no. I think I have to use this on Illidan to kill Illidan this turn too. It's gonna make his Diablo bigger, but his Diablo on his own isn't as much of a threat. Because otherwise, what's that? Is 24, and 20 is 44, so it's not enough to kill. However, Cookie could then snipe it next turn. But I think Illidan's a bigger threat on his own versus Diablo. Hard to say. Haven't seen a lot of Illidan, so. Boom. Boom. Okay, well that sucks. He kills Cookie. That's not good for us. But we kill Illidan. Now we get our own Fire Stomp off. Boom. Deny your Karen. That's huge. Now the question is, so if we go for this here, he's just going to go for the kill on the Karen, which means we have to kill his Karen. No, I think the Diablo first. Well, we'll see. Really close. Super duper close. Oh, our Karen went off first. So that's really important. That makes a huge difference. Now we win. Because of that. Because we can just... Yeah. That was really close though. I thought we might actually lose that one. We pulled it out in the end though. Yep, okay. So we know they're running pirates because I've faced them before. So against their pirate lead, I think we might actually want to do something not traditional here and go for a Karen start against their pirates. Karen, Diablo, and then Varden. Though, to be honest, Cookie might not be bad either. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna go full backbench start. Because we know they're pirates. They're running the smite combo. Yeah, okay, so they're keeping Edwin in the back. I know they have Edwin. Interesting. Alright, so going for a hit there. I go for a hit there. And then I think I want to hit this. This is going to, if he goes for the heal, it's going to come down to the speed tie, but that's a risk I'm willing to potentially take. Can smite, taunt on one. 10 damage. Gets blasted. Now Eudora is slow. Unfortunately, Diablo took a shit ton of damage, which is not good for us. I think we have to go for our combo here. Just seems like the right play to me.
Job's done.
He heals, but we get Fire Stomp off. That's pretty big. Pretty big, to be honest. Yeah. We negated their combo, so they've had enough. GG. Don't sleep on that though, because I faced them before with my normal lineup, and they got the combo off, and they absolutely wrecked me with Smite. So you have to be really careful playing around it. But now that I knew, once you know pirates are coming, it's a little bit easier to play around their wombo combo. And we've got ourselves a game. Alright, we got another 3 caster comp here. So we're going to lead with our Murlocs and Varden and see what we can do. Ooh, the Lich King. This is cool. I haven't seen a Lich King in a little while. So, we're not particularly concerned about healing, so I'm not as scared of Tamsin. I think we just want to go like that, and I do think we want to scaly taunt, because the Lich King is going to want to slow us, and we'll keep Murk Eye nice and safe on the left over there, and slow down the super effective damage from the Lich King. And we're still getting some damage in with him too, with our Murk Eye's ability on his attack. So that's pretty good. I think that felt really good, to be honest. That was a good turn. Now the question is, do we want to kill his Natalie immediately? Let's see, what did Natalie do? Oh, she probably went first. So guess I can't see what she did, but it says she still has anathema, so I think she just shadow beamed. Oh, she definitely just shadow beamed because my other guys are healthy. Okay, so if that's the case and I'm not worried about her healing, I think it's actually a better move to start damaging the Tamsin, and then, well, now taunt's kind of less good. But it still beats out the Lich King's main attack. So I think there's still value in doing it. So he's going for a taunt of his own. Very interesting. Another interesting element about that is... Wait, they're frozen... Wait. What? That freezes until your next turn? Wow. That's huge. I didn't realize it was that good. Holy shit. That's that that fucks us up pretty badly here, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad for us. Because he gets like almost a fully free turn here. I mean, yeah, we get a slow off, but like really didn't accomplish much that turn, which is really bad for us. And now it's like I kind of have to swing in here to get that thing dead. Try and go for the slow. I think we just need to start swinging. But I really do want to keep Murk Eye safe. Yeah, I'm just going to taunt. Because it also keeps Mutanus potentially safer. This is another cool comp, though. Very cool comp. I want to try more Lich King. I haven't used him as much. He kind of fell out of the meta. Alright, so we get our kill there. Alright, she went for the heal. That's expected. So, this kills. We're going to go for the freeze on Lich King. And then I think the attack on Tamsin.
Job's done.
Yeah, let's try it like that. See how it goes. Alright, Lich King didn't taunt here, so that's really good for us. If he taunted, that would have probably screwed up our play a lot. Sadly, we do lose a Murloc here, but Mutanus did his job. He kept things nice and safe in the beginning. Now the question is, what is our opponent going to bring out, and what should we throw in? I feel like Karen is a good choice here. And a Vol'jin. Okay, well that's a little concerning. Just a wee bit concerning there. I think we're just going for a lot of slow this turn. And is there any benefit to the Rush Murloc? Not really. I think I just want to keep buffing and swinging. So he damages us, That's a lot of damage, holy shit. That was a lot of damage, my god. Yeah, wow, Lich King has been putting in work this game, but so has Murk Eye. Murk Eye can get a kill now, I think. Yeah, I think we have to speed ourselves up here. Speed ourselves up, go for the kill. On Vol'jin. Yeah, I like that. I think it just makes the most sense. Boom, Vol'jin, get smacked. Alright, you're slowed again. That's good. This should be good for us. Karen is annoying though, because now he can speed up his own abilities, which is no bueno for us. However, he doesn't have a heal, so he could go for Cold Snap. However, that does stop the heals for next turn, but it does guarantee a kill, so I think we go for it either way. And then here, you just go for the swing in to kill the Tamsin. Yeah, okay. He snipes it. Yeah, makes sense. That's very unfortunate. We do get the kill though. So it's 3-on-3. It's probably Diablo, so this is going to be interesting. We do have the cookie health advantage, and he did just speed up last turn, so he can't speed up this turn. So we could go for a freeze on the Diablo. Freeze on the Diablo so it can't act. Summon a dude, and then get our Apocalypse off. Because he's going to slow us, so I think we might as well just go for it this turn.
Job's done.
Yeah, I think I like that. See if the fish can take us to victory here. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a good one. I believe that's the 15 damage fish. Yep. That's huge. Tamsin's dead now because of that fish. So, believing in the fish was 100% a good play. Now we're going to go for the bleed. With cookie, and then what's that? So it doesn't hit them immediately, it hits end of turn. So I think we want to go for the slow. Interesting. Who is the threat here? So this is going to kill, right? 12 and 10 is 22. Oh, so I wouldn't kill on its own, but we could then kill it next turn. I think we just want... I'm trying to figure out who to hit with this Apocalypse. It might just be Diablo, but it could be worth killing his unit because that damage, that thing's big, and with the bleed this would kill. Yeah, let's just get his big attack guy down. Oh shit. Oh, what a combo. That's actually really fucking bad for me. Holy shit. That was a smart play by the opponent, though. That was a really smart play. Alright, so we go there. We might still be able to clutch this out, though. This can deny his turn if we win the speed tie, which we just have to go for at this point. We gain health, win the speed tie. Yes, let's go! Let's go! Okay, we're in this, I think. Because now we can... Well, he can go for the what's it called? We can kill over 2 turns with Cookie. So I think we zap with Cookie, and we flurry.
Job's done.
Because he's probably just going to speed up with Karen. He could order it differently, though, so he could go Diablo first and then punch in with Karen to get that double damage. That could be a kind of cheeky play there. It's just... Yeah. It might just be worth going for the freeze on the Diablo. Because he's going to get less off the combo here because we only have 2 units each. So I think we do go for the freeze here on the Diablo. Let's try it. Boom. Earth Stomp. Freeze. Okay, yeah. I think that was great. I think that was good. I think that puts us on path to win here. The bleed on Cookie is adding up. Now we can get our snipe for the kill. And just go for... Does a slow even matter here? Or do we just start going for Cold Snap for the damage? Let's do some math here. So I don't really think the slow matters here because we're going to be faster either way. So I think we just start going for the damage. He goes for the taunt, fire stomp. We gain health. We get the damage off. The bleed is still hitting him. I think it makes sense just to go for another bleed because we do get some HP back. And then we can freeze next turn with the Varden. So we should just be able to have this from here. Because now he's even slower. And now, yeah, Varden Cookie's a mean combo. Because now we're going to deny him a turn and more damage. And yeah, just close out the game. Very nice. Very nice. Good game. Good game. Alright, so we had some good games with this. Definitely feels like a really fun comp to play if you're wanting to mess around with the Murlocs. I think there's definitely some refining here to do though. Not really sure what the 100% most optimal build for a Murloc is. Varden felt pretty good in the opener, and I did like that kind of Murk Eye Mutanus combo. The synergies with Cookie weren't always quite as relevant. I think maybe once or twice they were kind of okay or good, but definitely not as synergistic as the two Murlocs in the lead. But I do think Murk Eye specifically represents potential for some pretty powerful shenanigans that can go on, especially if we get another good Murloc or two down the line. I think currently we don't have any Protector Murlocs, so it could be kind of cool to see one of them, because I know we do have Fighter and Caster ones. And, I mean, Mutanus almost acts like a Protector Murloc with his taunt ability and stuff. But he is green, so unfortunately he is not a Protector. But it could be cool if we see a Protector Murloc eventually. But as it is, the comp definitely is pretty solid. I would warn you, though, if you're running into a lot of Nature Samuro, maybe don't run this quite as much, because Nature Samuro can shut us down pretty hard. It's not like an unwinnable matchup, but it's definitely pretty tricky, especially if they're playing 100% optimally. So that's just one thing to keep a watch out for. However, we do seem to do pretty decent against some of the greedier caster comps. We're seeing like 3, maybe once in a while even 4 casters. We've been cleaning up against that, and Mutanus does seem to do a pretty good job, at least kind of slowing down and stopping Samuro. And due to the lack of protectors, other than maybe, I guess, Malfurion's one you see a fair amount. But other than that, we don't see a lot of protector leads currently. So I think we can kind of get away with that double green start that we might not be able to otherwise. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you want to try Murlocs, this is definitely a build I recommend trying out. I think I'm actually going to be playing this build in Ridiculous Hat's Mercenaries Open that I'm taking part in. So it should be fun to see kind of how it does there and see if we can get a win this week with it or not. But that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton, everything like that. And I will have more mercenary stuff for you real soon. So until next time, take it easy, everyone.